White Sox baseball on Comcast Sportsnet, part of the NBC Sports Group.
In the first meeting of this year's BP Crosstown Series at Wrigley Field, Adam Dunn and Gordon Beckham powered the Sox to a 3-game sweep of their crosstown rivals. With the fate of the Cubs' residents for the next year already decided, the series now shifts to U.S. Cellular Field, where the Cubs have struggled in recent past. But tonight, the Northsiders are hoping to change that trend and finish this 3-game set with some inner-city payback. It's round 2, black and blue, right here on Comcast Sportsnet. We are coming to you from the city beautiful Chicago, Illinois, where tonight Comcast Sportsnet presents White Sox baseball. It's Paul Konerko, Adam Dunn, A.J. Pierzynski, and the Sox as they get set to butt heads with a crosstown rival, Chicago Cubs. Hi, everybody, and welcome. I'm Ken Harrelson with Steve Stone as we get set to bring you the first of this 3-game set. And the first of this 6-game homestand. 3 with these guys, 3 with Milwaukee. But the Sox coming off that 6-game road trip where we were in St. Louis for 3 and Los Angeles for 3. We come back 2 and 4. We blew a couple of games we should have won, but that's baseball. So the Sox come in a game and a half in front of Cleveland, and tonight making his first start, Zach Stewart.
Zach Stewart going to the mound, and his ERA isn't quite what he would like, but he's getting an opportunity to use all of his pitches and use them over the long run. And tonight, it's going to be a very windy night at the ballpark. It's also red hot here, so he's going to have to keep the ball down, use that sinker well, and get ahead of these hitters, because his Cub team doesn't hit all that well, but they do have some speed, and they will steal if they get on. And going to the mound is Matt Garza for the Cubs. Garza's 2-5, his ERA up over 4. Lifetime 1-3 against our Sox. His ERA a little bit higher than he would like, so we've handled him pretty well. This should be a good one, a first-place team against a last-place team, but we took 3 in Wrigley Field, looking to take 3 here.
All right, sit back, relax, and strap it down. White Sox baseball coming your way.
White Sox baseball on Comcast Sportsnet is brought to you in part by your Chicago area and Northwest Indiana Lexus dealer, who invites you to test drive a Lexus today. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois. Through it all, Ford. Drive one. The new wireless receiver from AT&T Uverse. Visit att.com/freeyourtv. Rethink possible. BMO Harris Bank. Helping money make sense. BMO Harris Bank. NA member FDIC. Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Visit geico.com for a free rate quote. And by Toyota. With great specials on fuel-efficient vehicles. Right now, you can get a lot for less at your local Toyota dealer.
Sox a game and a half in first place. Now it's time for the Miller Time Cubs starting lineup. Take a look at how Dale Swayman is going to line up his Cubs. David DeJesus, we're familiar with him from Kansas City, leading it off. Then it's Castro, Leher, Soriano, Clevenger, Barney at second with Valbuena, Soto, and Campana rounding it out. The defense, and now they'll line up behind Zach Stewart. Viciedo, Diaza, and Rios. In the infield, Hudson, Ramirez, Beckham, and Konerko. A.J. Pierzynski gets a nod behind the plate. And our Lexus Pursuing Perfection starting pitcher is Zach Stewart, making his 12th Major League start, his first of the season. The record is here, 1-1, the ERA up over 5. It's a very windy night, very warm at the ballpark, 88 degrees, and it should be a dandy. Umpires for the night, Dan Iasonia, C.B. Buckner, Bill Miller, and Dale Scott. And we're ready to play baseball. I'm ready to turn it over to my play-by-play partner, Ken Harrelson.
All right, Steve, thank you very much. And once again, good evening, everyone, and welcome to White Sox Baseball right here on Comcast Sportsnet. First of the 3-game set. So happy you could join us on just yet another beautiful, beautiful evening here in the City Beautiful. David DeJesus gets set to lead it off for the Cubs. Cubs come in hitting at .246 as a club with a 4.34 ERA. DeJesus hitting at .260, a couple of homers. He's driven in 19. And the first pitch of the ball game taken for a strike. As we speak, Cincinnati leading Cleveland 5-4. That's in the bottom of the third in Cleveland. Just off the corner. Outfield slightly to the left. Sox, of course, as you saw, leading the all-time series 48-39. Of course, this year we played them 3 times and won all 3. In fact, we won 7 of the last 8 and 18 out of the last 24.
DeJesus normally doesn't have a whole lot of power.
That's into anything that goes up in the air. Now Tank's calling. If anything goes up in the air, somebody better be backing up somebody and get your communication straight.
Wind gusts were scheduled to be up to 44 miles an hour, and it is blowing briskly out there.
That'll bring up Castro. You're looking at shortstop, hitting at .298, 5 homers. He's driven in 36. Takes first pitch strike.
When you go get him, you don't have to throw him a strike. He's going to swing at everything. He's walked just 6 times in 272 at bats. So use his aggressiveness against him.
And count 0-2.
Well, sometimes you miss and it works out well. AJ wants it low and away. That ball just about the inner portion, but Castro swung through it.
Just 22 years old. Cubs coming in 8-25 on the road and 14-19 at Wrigley. Two and 2.
Outfield shading Castro just a touch toward right center. And they're fairly deep all the way around.
Castro last year hit .307, 10 homers, and drove in 66. The 2-2.
One of the things you don't want to do with Castro is play too deep in the infield. See, Ramirez was back on the grass. Castro has excellent speed.
And once again, the 2-2. That ball hit into right center field. And Diaz is going to track it down. No, yeah. He had a long way to go. Got there.
This ball splits the gap. But Diaz calling for it at the last moment. Alex gives way. And Alejandro makes the catch.
When I saw him turn his head like that, I don't know if he got it or not. So here is LaHare hitting at .297, 12 homers and 26 driven in. Takes first pitch strike. Last time we played these guys back in May. At that point, LaHare had 10 homers and 21 knocked in.
Things have cooled off for him as they found that spot low and in, especially with the breaking ball that he doesn't handle very well.
Oh, if you got a hole, they will find it.
Yep. They've also been jamming him, trying to push him back off the plate. He's got good plate coverage and good power to left center field.
Changeup misses and the count 3-1.
See, left-handers can't hit at all.
And there's a strike. Two out and the payoff pitch. Pokes that one in the left field for the base hit.
This is what LaHare does pretty well. Our BMO Harris Bank pitch tracks will show you that this ball is off the plate. But it's right where he can get his long arms out and just poke it into left field.
They'll bring up the DH Soriano. Alfonso hitting at .266, 12 homers and 41 knocked in. Outfield straight up, about equidistant. Hit hard over by our dugout. Two and one the count.
Our infield playing Soriano as a dead pull hitter. If he hits the ball on the ground, most likely he'll try to pull it. He can, however, hit it a long way to the opposite field. Since May 15th, Alfonso Soriano is some elite company. Trevor Plouffe has 13 home runs. Soriano 12. Our Adam has 11 along with Bautista, and Carlos Gonzalez of the Rockies has 10 of them.
2-2. He gone. And that'll retire the side. After having a play, it's their guys nothing and our guys coming to bat.
Sox starting lineup. Robin Ventura lines him up with Diaza leading off, and Beckham and Dunn. Paulie hitting cleanup with Rios, Krasinski, Viciedo, Ramirez, and Orlando Hudson playing third, hitting ninth. The defense, and how they'll play behind Garza. Campana, De Jesus, and Laher left to right, with Valbuena, Castro, Barney, and Clevenger in the infield. Giovanni Soto recently activated off the DL behind the plate, and our Lexus pursuing perfection starting pitcher is Matt Garza. He's 2-5, on for the 13th start, his ERA just over 4. As you can see, just 59 hits and 71 in the third inning, so he normally has good stuff, but lifetime 1-3 against our Sox, and we have handled him pretty well. Now he's a candidate to be traded, and today the Cubs got some bad news. Ryan Dempster was placed on the disabled list. He's got a lat muscle problem. It's not going to help his trade appeal at this point.
Well, that takes him out of play.
Till he comes back and shows that he can do it, it will.
And then on the other side of the page, you've got certain general managers that when a guy who has a background and a track record like Dempster, they'll go ahead and make that deal and take the shot, roll the dice. But of course the paying price will be a little less. And before we show you our picks to click, you at home select yours as Alejandro leads it off, hitting an even 300. And the first pitch, now Garza, make no mistake about it, has got plus major league stuff. But in this game, you either are your best friend or your worst enemy, and a lot of times he becomes his worst enemy.
Well, he can't field, so one of the things he'd like to do is bunt on him.
He's got terrific stuff.
There's never been any doubt about that, and Minnesota knew that when he had the best stuff in their organization, yet they traded him away to Tampa Bay as a very young pitcher.
Well, I've seen him before, as you have. Sometimes an umpire's call will upset him. He has trouble because that's up high. Well, Matt, 28 years old, 6'4", 215 pounds, out of Fresno.
You've got a catcher playing first and a second baseman playing third, and a pitcher who has trouble fielding, and this really cries out for somebody to bunt the ball. You can't do it, obviously, with 2 strikes, but it's something to bear in mind as this game moves along.
And the 2-2 pitch. Ball hit right at De Jesus, fighting that wind. Now makes the catch. That's a hang Wolfram for Alejandro. Sox come in hitting at .256 as a club with a 3.99 ERA. Sox 16-18 here at home, but 19-13 on the road. As here's Gordon Beckham. Gordon at .234, 8 homers and 27 driven in. First pitch strike, and here at the ballpark, 330 down the left field line, 335 down the right field line, 375 in the gaps, and 400 straightaway center. That wind still howling if you're just tuning in.
Garza last year 10-10 with 3.52 ERA for a bad ball club. And this year, the club even worse than that team was last year. So for pitchers like Ryan Dempster, who finds himself with a 2.11 ERA and just a .500 record, and Garza, who's 2-5, they certainly have pitched well enough to be a whole lot better.
Well, if Dempster's healthy, there's not a staff in baseball he can't be.
No. He's a dandy.
Yes, he is. That ball into right field. Stretch, stretch. As Ryan Laher reaches up, makes a nice running catch for out number 2.
It's a good play for anybody, but a very good play for a guy that's been playing first base most of this season. As Laher goes back, just as he hits the track, the ball hits his glove. Good solid play. And that's one of the reasons why when they do bring up Anthony Rizzo, they'll be able to move LaHare to the outfield, and they won't worry too much about it.
So here's Adam, hitting at 227, but he leads the major leagues in home runs with 23. He also has 52 RBIs. And he leads the American League in walks with 53. Only one behind the major league leader, Joey Votto, with 54. That's a strong, stout 227. Adam so far has had huge hits for this ball club.
He's hitting home runs, but a lot of them are just at the perfect time. He's had some game winners. He's had some game tires. He's had some home runs that have put us on top early in games where we've gone on to then dominate the game. So his home runs, almost without exception, have been meaningful home runs.
Well, that home run against Cleveland, that was one of the most meaningful ones he's had all year. There are certain definitive days, definitive hits, definitive home runs. There's strike 3 calls. So 1-2-3 inning for Garza, and after 1, no score.
Time later in the game, brought to you by Miller Lite. Since 1997, this obviously has been a heated rivalry, which the Sox lead 48-39. Here at home, 25-17, 23-20, 22 in Wrigley Field, and won the season series 4-2 in each of the last 3 seasons, and that's good.
First pitch misses to Steve Clevenger, 26-year-old first baseman, hitting at 290, no homers. He's driven in 8.
He was doing a good portion of the catching until they reactivated Giovanni Soto from the DL. Soto had some minor knee surgery.
To Hopper. Beckham's got him. 1 out. It's going to be key tonight for Zach, who's making his first start, and this is his 18th appearance of the season, to try to get ahead of these hitters. Zach cannot pitch from 2-0-3-1.
No, he doesn't have that kind of stuff, but if he gets ahead, that sinker is going to be beaten into the ground a lot.
Darwin Barney takes a strike. Barney hitting at 273, 3 homers, and 21 driven in. Back up the middle. Nice play by Alexei from the knee. Yes! Beautiful play, Alexei.
Well, that's one of the best you'll see, because number 1, Barney runs real well. Number 2, it was a no-look throw. He got it. It was amazing he got to it. But the throw was terrific. It's a rolling breaking ball hit right back up the middle. Just getting to it, and then the throw from one knee, and it's right there, a step ahead of Barney. What a play.
Showtime for Alexei. And here's Luis Valbuena, who has always played well against us. He was in that Cleveland uniform. He was a thorn in the behind. Jammed in. And there's a base hit. What new? So the 2-out single, that'll bring up Giovanni Soto.
That sinker running away on our BMO Harris Bank pitch tracks. Winds up in left field.
First pitch strike.
Congratulations to the Kent State Golden Flashes as they defeated the #1 rated team in college baseball, the Florida Gators, in the College World Series.
Slowly hit. And that'll retire the side to go to the bottom of the second. That ball hit deep stretch. Home run for Beckham, and the Sox lead it 3-2. And way out of here.
That was our Xfinity high-speed action replays, and that was 8 home runs hit in the first series. As you can see, the Sox had a much better average, many more runs, certainly more home runs, and a great ERA as opposed to the Cubs. That was in the series sweep at Wrigley Field, May 18th through the 20th.
It'll be Konerko, Rios, and Pierzynski here in our half of the second inning. Paulie hitting at .359, 12 homers. He's driven in 36. One in over the count to Paulie. Paulie has faced Garza 12 times, has 6 hits, 4 of which stayed in the park. One and one to count.
There's a former first-round draft pick of Minnesota back in 1995. 25th pick overall.
Could not check it up. So 1-2 the count to Konerko. That curveball hit into center field, right at the Jesus. And right now, let's check out our Farmers Insurance picks to click tonight. Jim Angio, our director and the crew, went with Diazin. Steve's going with Hudson. J.J. Shearer and Ed Hernandez, and myself. And all the good folks at Ditka's, we're going to go with Alexei Ramirez. Eddie Fernandez and J.J. Shearer. We have the 400-yard drives. Ed Fernandez. No 1 pitch to Alex.
Alex swing the bat just about as well as you could possibly swing it. He had a terrific series against the Dodgers in Los Angeles. It was very aggressive.
One and two the count.
Last 23 games, hitting a robust .337 with 7 homers, 20 driven in, and 21 scored. 41 runs combined in 23 games.
The 2-2 delivery. Good pitch.
Garza throws that fastball 95-96. He has very good movement. In fact, his last year with Tampa Bay in the American League East, he was 15-10 with an ERA just under 4 and 32 starts. Pretty impressive in the AL East.
Now time is called. Cleveland came back to take a 7-5 lead over Cincinnati. And Cincinnati, I believe, has just tied it up. Late call, but he rings him up.
And Alex not real happy with that one. The BMO Harris Bank pitch tracks will show you a good moving fastball. But Soto didn't think it was a strike because he brought it back into the zone.
So here's AJ. Takes first pitch strike. And the count 0-2. AJ comes in hitting at .286, 11 homers and 40 driven in.
If Garza can get ahead with that fastball or sinker, he's got a terrific overhand hook.
And Sox fans, join us for Aguyo Sox Day, presented by Xfinity and Sierra Mist Natural on Thursday, July 7th. That's when we take on the Toronto Blue Jays. Aguyo Sox Day features a pregame festival featuring Latin music and various giveaways. As AJ is gone, that's another 1, 2, 3 innings. Retired everybody you've seen. He has 3 strikeouts, and we still are scoreless. They just keep getting bigger and bigger. And watch this, though. He's got a good fastball. And joining us now is a man who is one of the greatest basketball players, certainly in Bulls history and in the NBA history. And it just seems like not too long ago, Scotty, I was introducing you after you just got drafted by the Bulls. That's long ago. Welcome to the booth, buddy.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Yeah, it does seem like it was not too long ago, but
yeah.
It's been quite some time.
No. I remember in the old ballpark, Scotty walking in as that's fouled out of play. Well, we were just talking and you're watching the playoffs. What, in your opinion, what's going on with them?
Well, I mean, teams are making adjustments. I mean, it's normally how the playoff goes. You know, one team wins, but, you know, Miami right now seem to have the momentum and the edge, obviously, in the series. But I expect Oklahoma to bounce back.
There's a chopper up the middle. Beckham just does get him. Beautiful play by Beckham to get the speedy Tony Campana.
Campana's their premier base stealer and also their fastest base runner. And Beckham, with a very strong arm, has to port across. He gets him by a half step. And that's a lot of problems kept off base if they get Campana out.
So they go back to the top of the order with the Jesus.
Scotty, so much disparity in fouls called in the third game. Now, is that kind of something you expect when you go on the road in the playoffs especially?
I don't think you expect it. You know, I think the officials have just had a tough time. You know, I think that we've seen a series where, you know, you've seen a lot of missed calls. We've seen calls that should have been called fouls, and you know they've blown some calls that, you know, could have changed the outcome of, you know, a lot of games in this series.
That's into right field. Alex coming on. He's there, makes a catch, and it is out number 2. Well, it's the same thing, you know, if you watch a lot of baseball, Scotty. It's the same thing in baseball. You know, you get some people don't understand that as insignificant as it may seem, a 1-1 pitch call to whereas you go in the hole 1 and 2 can change the whole at bat, and here goes the whole outcome of momentum of the at bat in a game. The same thing happens in basketball.
Yeah, it is, and I think just some degree we have to learn to live with human error,
right.
and that's pretty much what it is. It's tough for those officials to see the call. Obviously, we can see them, especially when we're viewing at home on TV and getting a replay of it. It's very easy to see that they, you know, blew a call or missed a cover there, but it's very tough for them to make those calls when those guys are moving at, fast speeds, and they're very big guys, and it's a lot of other stuff going on around that action, not just the action that's taking place.
You played for so long and so well. Are the guys a little faster today than they were, or are they the same speed as they were when you played?
I think the speed may be the same. I think size-wise and strength, these guys are much more durable, seems like. I think that their bodies are much more built for the long haul of an 82-game season.
Well, I know when I played with the Red Sox, I used to work out with the Celtics, and people just don't realize how big, strong, and fast the NBA players are. I mean, Bad News Barnes hit me with a forearm, and I tell you, I almost went down for the 10 toes up.
Well, the size of these players, and you look at Durant, who's a 6'9" player, who's a great outside shooter, but he has a tall order in guarding a guy like LeBron, who's 6'9" as well, but has a lot more tools, the ability to pass the ball, the upper body strength to get in the paint and dominate. A tank. Yeah, he is, and he's been having a great series so far. So they're going to have to figure out some way to contain him a little better.
1-0 the count with 2 out, 1 on here in the top of the third. No score if you're just tuning in, and the great Scottie Pippen, our guest in the booth. And what a joy Scottie and Michael and all the guys for so long gave us. Great city, 6 world championships. Wow. And I'll tell you, it was just too bad about D. Rose last year.
Yeah, it was really a tough loss. Our expectations were very high, going into the playoffs, and to have that happen to such a player like that, I know Derek spends an extreme amount of time of working and preparing himself for the season, and you look forward to the playoffs as a player, and to see that happen to him, it really was devastating, because I felt like he was having one of his better seasons.
Well, you've seen many of those injuries, as we all have in our own respective sports. And what's your view as far as 100% recovery?
I think Derek, being young, he definitely will be 100% recovered. I expect him to be even better. I think when you have some adversity like this, you tend to learn from it, especially at a young age. He's got to go through a lot of training.
That ball's hit deep. And it is out of here. So LaHare puts the Cubs on top 2-0. That's his 13th home run.
.13 and 28 on the power numbers, and Zach Stewart throws one down, but out over the plate. Left-handers love the ball down. And the Ford home run replay. It's a 2-0 game.
Well, he made a good approach on that pitch right there, letting his knees take him down rather than bending over at the waist, as here is Soriano. Well, Scotty, enjoy the rest of the playoffs and enjoy your time. And, hey, don't be a stranger. Come up and sit in with us.
Well, I appreciate it, and I wish you guys all the luck this season, and hopefully the White Sox can continue on to lead their division and win a world championship again.
Well, Robin's got us going this way, and you know how attitude is. It's everything.
Yes, it is.
Scottie Pippen, what a player, offensively and defensively. As that is left side. Watch out, Orlando. Throws him out, and that'll retire the side. But the 2-run homer by Brian LaHare is 2-0 bad guy.
Who were the two pitchers the last time both a Cub and a Sox led their league in strikeouts? You think about that one? We'll get back to you a little later in the game with the answer.
It's a 2-0 Cub lead on Brian LaHare's 13th homer. So for our Sox, here in the third, it'll be the lower third of our order. Viciedo, Ramirez, and Hudson. Matt Garza retired the first 6-3 by strikeouts. Seven tie. Cincinnati at Cleveland, bottom of the fifth. Tank hitting at .263, 12 homers and 30 knocked in. Ate him up inside. And the count 0-1. To the count. That ball hit deep in the left field. Stretch, get on back there. Campana now on the track, reaches up, hauls it in. Caught it towards the end of the bat. So that's out number one.
Garza throws that curveball, and this one came right over the middle of the plate. Unfortunately, Diane didn't get it all. And Tony Campana goes back to make the catch.
Here's Alexei. Takes that fastball up high. To 2-0 the count. And it's 3-0. Orlando Hudson on deck. That's one at the top of the zone.
There's a young man ready to go. He's got his glove.
That one at 96. So a full count.
He's throwing what appears to be both a four-seamer up in the zone and a two-seamer that's moving down and into the right-handers. That one is particularly tough to deal with.
Just got a piece of that one.
Soto called a breaking ball. And that one at the inside of his leg. As Alexei just able to stay alive.
Once again, the payoff. Off the glove. Darwin Barney now shovels it over. Can't get him.
Well, that's the problem with the shovel. And that is occasionally the ball actually goes up where you don't flip it out and it goes straight. And that's what allowed him to get the first base hit of the night. Barney does a nice job, but as he shovels it, it goes up in the air, and Alexei able to beat it by a step. C.B. Buckner on the call.
So here's Hudson. And J.J. Shearer, Ed Fernandez picked a click. Picks up our first hit. Hudson hitting at 183, a homer. He's driven in 10. He has faced Garza 5 times, and he has a couple of hits. That's looped out into short center field. Castro is there, makes the catch. Crowd number 2. And when we have a moment, a big White Sox shout out. Hope you're feeling better. To Pat Hubner, the mother of Fred Hubner, our buddy. That's not his wife. Fred's wife's name is Pat too. This is his mom, convalescing after a fall. She's been a White Sox fan for over 60 years. Hope you're feeling better, Pat.
Well, Fred's a pretty good guy, so we just hope that everybody is healthy. It's a chance maybe to come back to the old ball yard before too long.
Here's Diaza. Alejandro lined hard to his counterpart, David DeJesus. And there's a chopper. Castro cuts in front, makes the play, and that'll retire the side. Nothing across. We pick up our first hit, but we'll go the 4th trailing 2-0.
The new Doritos Locos Tacos from Taco Bell.
First pitch down low to Clevenger. Clevenger 0 for 1, grounded out to Beckham. Nice changeup, had him way out in front. Grabs a strike with that fastball. Two-run homer by Brian LaHare. The difference in this ball game. Full count. Beckham's got him again. So 1 out.
Here's the Home Depot doing more on defense than it came the last time that Darwin Barney tried to get one up the middle. Alexi roams up the middle from his knee, gets it to first base in time. Highway robbery. Certainly worthy of our Home Depot doing more on defense.
Gap in left center for Barney. Takes it low and away. Checks it up, takes it upstairs. Barney, 26 years old. Last year at 276, couple homers, but he knocked in 43. Count evens at 2.
Barney, a very tough man to strike out, especially in key situations. He's fanned 24 times this year and 228 at bats. So if you do strike him out, you've done something.
That's into right field. It's going to hang up for our guy fighting the lights. Barney's a tough little customer up there. Gives you some good at bats. So here's Valbuena. He poked a single in the hole between third and short.
Valbuena came out of the Seattle organization, was one of 3 pretty decent players that came to Cleveland from Seattle in separate deals. Now finds himself a member of the Cubs.
Yeah, when he first got to the Indians, he looked like he was going to be an everyday player for a while.
They put him at second, and he was a pretty good one. But didn't work out that way.
He's 2 for 2. We talked about he has always hit well against us.
Valbuena giving Zach Stewart some problems. Takes it right back up the middle, off the mound, and with 2 outs, keeps it alive. That's every inning. Zach has gotten the first 2 men out, and every inning the Cub has gotten a base hit right after that.
Soto grounded out to Hudson. Nice block by A.J.
There's James Rowson. After the firing of Rudy Jaramillo, Rowson came up from their minor leagues. He's been tagged the interim hitting coach. But when you're in the job, you certainly have a leg up against anybody else.
One on, 2 out, and the 1-1 pitch. Ball hit hard. Yazza stayed with it. That wind got it, was taking it away. So a beautiful catch. Sox throwing some leather. Meanwhile, we trail it 2-0.
Question, and it was, who were the 2 pitchers the last time A Cub and a Sox led their respective leagues in strikeouts. And the answer, Kerry Wood and Esteban Loaiza. Wood with 266 of them, Esteban 207 of them in 2003. Alejandro Diaza made a catch of the spectacular variety. Giovanni Soto bidding for a 2-base hit. The ball stayed up, and Diaza made the play.
He stayed right with it. That wind was almost like knuckling, taking it away from him. So here's Beckham. Beckham, Dunn, and Konerko to face Matt Garza. First pitch strike. Ate him up. Good pitch by Garza. 1 down. And Sox fans, on Wednesday at 7:10 p.m., our White Sox take on these Cubs. This game is presented by United Airlines. United, proud to fly the White Sox. For tickets, call 866-SOX-GAME or visit whitesox.com. Mark Seipel, Sparky, Mike Corrigan, Bobby. Good. Tremendous job. Ball 1 to Adam. Struck out his first trip.
There are some tickets left for the remaining 2 games of this series, although not a whole lot of them. But there are good seats left for Milwaukee over the weekend.
Two balls and a strike. It's Adam.
Very low pitch count to this point for Matt Garza. Of course, there's been only 1 single.
Count evens at 2. It's full.
Soto wanted that fastball up high. Garza shook it off. Then he went to a slider. Garza shook it off. And he wanted an inside fastball, but he got it too far inside. Nissan pitch tracks will show you that one was well off the plate.
One out and the payoff pitch. Just threw that one right by him at 96.
That's the one that Soto wanted to pitch before. This time, big man a little late on the 96-mile-an-hour fastball.
There's Paulie. Paulie lined out to DeJesus in center. Out in front, hooks it foul. Garza's best season, 2010 with Tampa Bay at 15-10. Post didn't get it.
Nissan pitch tracks could have gone either way. Went Paulie's way.
Little three hopper. That didn't take long. 1, 2, 3. And we'll go to the fifth. Little speedster. Bases this year, he is 23 for 26.
You always have to watch the bunt. Even with guys in at the corners, he feels if he can get it on the grass, he can beat the play at first. And there it was. But he missed, which is a good thing.
1 and 2 the count. Well, when you get a little left-handed speedster like this, if he doesn't try it once or twice a game, he's cheating himself. 2 and 2. .25 infield hits, either by the bunt or just beating him out, which he's going to beat out a bunch every year. That's 50 points on your average. Alexei can't do anything with that one. There's an infield hit. So leadoff man aboard. Big speed.
He's going to be running. And all he does is put the bat on the ball. He wants to hit a ground ball. When he hits a ball in the air, he's doing you a favor. Alexei comes across. Even if he catches this one, he's got no chance.
Here's De Jesus. He's gone out to left and he's gone out to right.
Campana in the National League, leading Gordon, who we just saw, by 2.
Close.
And they just missed.
Paulie wanted to call.
Getting him at first base.
Zach's got a quick move over there.
Got him leaning the wrong way, kind of spun his wheels. And CB says no.
Huh.
Looks like it got him from that angle.
It sure does. You don't see Paulie react like that very often, unless he is right.
You'd love to see DeJesus hit the ball on the ground sometime before Campana steals. Dave McKay, longtime coach under Tony La Russa at both Oakland and St. Louis, now the first base coach of these Cubs.
Two 2-0. You got to get the hitter, though. As much as you want to worry about Campana, you got to get the hitter. That's why speed is such a factor. There he goes. Back him right where he should be.
24 stolen bases for Campana. Been gunned down 3 times. Gets a decent jump. Throw on the hop. No real chance to get him because Lexi's going to have to come up to catch the throw. And Campana in under it.
Somebody, in this case, Alexei, according to what they want to do, has got to try to hold him off a little bit around second base. Fouls it straight back.
Just missed the booth. I don't know, Mike. There was a day when you'd lean out, one-handed that, and tossed it to the kids down below.
Seen him make that play many times over the years.
Many times. And well.
Now a full count.
Also, you have to keep looking back a couple of times at second base because most base stealers will tell you it's easier to steal third than it is second, unless you can get a bigger lead.
Well, he's going to get the job done. So 1 out, and that'll bring up Starlin Castro, who's 1 for 2. Going out to center, and he singled in the third and scored ahead of Lahara's 2-run homer. Bottom of the 6th in Cleveland, Indians now taking a 9-7 lead. Infield comes in that game. Derek Lowe and Matt Latos both got boxed around. That's high and deep in the left center field. And it's 4-0. Number 6 for Castro.
Castro's driven in 38. And before it's over, this 22-year-old is going to be a 100 RBI man each and every year. Ford home run replay. He just reaches out, gets it up in the wind, and takes it out of the park.
Well, there should be a lot more scoring before this one's over. That wind.
And they start hitting the ball a little bit harder against Garza, who looks like he's starting to get in high gear.
That ball lined hard into left field. Tank back. Now reaches up on the track, hauls it in for out number 2. And here's what he did back in the third after Castro had a single.
That was the first 2-run homer. Hit that off a low breaking ball.
That'll bring up Soriano, who has struck out and grounded to third. It's 5-0.
Thirteenth homer, 42nd driven in. Ford home run replay, and this is a bomb. Low fastball, exactly where Soriano wants it, and he takes it out easily.
Steve Clevenger twice has gone out to Beckham. They measured that at 440. That's into center field. But a 2-run homer, a solo shot. We're halfway home. We're trailing 5-0. Trailing 5-0. 5-8-0 for them. 1-0 for us. Just an infield single by Alexei, but there for about 2 weeks we had a hitting contagion. Contagion can go both ways, either positive or negative. Right now we're in a negative contagion.
I'd like to get a little help from Garza as far as walking people, but he hasn't walked anybody yet.
Oh, and 1 to count to Alex. Alex struck out, called out what he thought was a bad pitch. .21 to count. It's off the end of the bat and going foul.
And I believe that one's cracked.
And the stars align for the 2012 Major League Baseball All-Star Game as the best of the American League take on the National League's top players. So don't miss the action Tuesday, July 10th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 4:30 p.m. Pacific on Fox. One-two pitch. Chopper, two hopper. You got that nice little Hawthorne Woods hop. One out, and that'll bring up AJ. AJ had a tough at bat against him his first time, struck out.
Early in the game, a lot of our hitters were hitting the ball in the air and actually hitting it pretty hard against Garza. But the last couple of innings, he's kept just about everything down. And now our hitters are beating it into the ground.
You know, on the fist.
Last 25 games, AJ's hitting .320, 5 doubles, 6 homers. Important thing, 19 driven in, 18 scored.
That ball hit deep. The hair looks up. You can put it on the board. Yes. Yes. We got plenty of time. That'll make it a 5-1 ball game.
For Garza, that's the 10th he's given up this year. And for AJ, his 12th, his 41st driven in. And the Ford home run replay. A low fastball. And well out of here. Over the bullpen.
Tank. And the count 1-0.
Let's see if this one might disturb him a touch. Occasionally he'll lose that concentration. Got it going pretty good. AJ might have spoiled it.
And a 2-0 count. They say pitcher's pitch on the 2-0 count. And the count 3-1. It's full.
It's going to be hard to walk the Tank unless you throw it way wide of the plate. He's walked 6 times, 206 at bats. Seven.
Happens so often. Guy be sailing along, throw a home run, and walk the next guy. So that'll bring up Alexei, who had our other hit.
Soto going out there now because he realizes that many times when Garza starts to lose it, he has a hard time getting it back. Let's hope this is one of those times. 63 pitches. Still not a high total with one out here in the 5th.
And he takes ball 1. Ball hit right back to the middle into center field. Don't stop now, boys. 2 on, 1 out.
This is a rocket right back up the middle. The Nissan pitch tracks shows you that it was low, which is where Alexi wants it. It was out over the plate, which is where he'd like it. And he rifled it back up the middle.
So here's Hudson. Take first pitch strike.
Here's our AT&T U-verse multi-view. Got a shot of Valbuena, who is well off the line and shallow at third.
Curveball, and very quickly the count 0-2. And that is a souvenir left side. 5-8-0 for their guys. 1-3-0 for our guys. First of this 3-game set. First of this 6-game homestand. Ate him up right there. Oh, they have a moment of big happy belated shout out and happy belated birthday. Fred Canatero, 92 years young, and just loves our Sox. Happy birthday, Fred. 1 out, 2 on. Diaz on deck. And just got a piece of that one.
Garza got very lucky there because Soto wanted it down and in, and Garza hung it right over the middle of the plate. See where Soto wants it? He slides inside, and that ball right there, but fouled back.
And that one is a souvenir left side.
Now Soto goes out once again to talk with Garza. Leaving some pitches in spots that Soto doesn't particularly like. Giovanni just activated from the DL. Wellington Castillo sent down. Ryan Dempster put on the 15-day DL, and left-hander Scott Main recalled.
1-2. Next pitch will be number 73 for Garza. Got him. He knew it. 2 down.
Fourth strikeout for Garza. He just leans back into a fastball and puts it right there. At least on pitch tracks. Shows fifth strikeout that he has the whole plate with that one.
Diaz lined hard to center, and he is grounded to short. Get one up in the air. Alejandro. Curveball in. Down to first. Clevenger's got it. Now retire to the side, but the home run by A.J. Pierzynski. And we get on the board. We trail it 5-1. Five runs, 8 hits, no errors for their guys. 1 run, 3 hits, and no errors for our guys. Breaking ball strike.
Will Oman.
0 for 2.
Will Oman loosening up in the bullpen just in case. There's a look at Will.
One and 2 the count.
Could very well be that Oman will come in after Barney, because only Soto breaks up 4 hitters in a row.
Flips that one into right field. We got a man.
It's been a tough night for Zach Stewart with the long ball, and all of these pitches have something in common. They were all knee high or lower. That one went 440 feet off the bat of Alfonso Soriano.
And here's Valbuena, who is 2 for 2. off the end of the bat. And that's foul. It's into right field off the fist. So 2 out. And Sox fans, Sunday, June 24th, well, it's 70s Day here at U.S. Cellular Field. First 10,000 children 13 and under in the ballpark. On the 24th, we'll receive a kid's 1972 replica jersey courtesy of all the great folks at Pepsi. All the great folks at Pepsi. And that ball hit hard. It is 6-1.
Just about every inning that Zach Stewart has gotten the first 2 outs, the next Cub hitter has gotten a base hit. There's 4 home runs given up. And for Soto, his 4th of the year. It's going to be the last pitch Zach's going to throw. Ford home run replay. It's a fastball inner portion as Soto, who tries to pull everything these days, pulled it out of the park.
So Robin out. Zach will depart. We got plenty of time left to come back in this one. We got 12 outs left. Meanwhile, Oman comes on and we'll be back. Live from U.S. Cellular Field. Tune in as Tribune writers and special crosstown guests join host David Kaplan to discuss the day's hottest sports topics and set the table for the night ahead. Chicago Tribune Live presented by Captain Morgan. Tomorrow at 5 on Comcast Sportsnet.
Our Honda call to the pen is Will Oman, who takes over with 2 outs here in the 6th inning. And he's facing Tony Campana.
First pitch strike.
There are the numbers on Will. He's 0-2 on for the 28th time. The ERA 5.32. Left-handers haven't hit him very well.
Second pitch strike in the count 0-2. Campana had that infield single, picked up a stolen base. And they started off that 3-run 5th. Outfield short, swung all around to the left. Bit of a gap out there in right center. He gone. Did they pick up one more on Giovanni Soto's fourth homer, and we trail it 6-1. Sportsnet Central coming up after White Sox postgame live. We will have reaction from both Sox and Cubs clubhouses. Plus, the Bears hit the links for a good cause. We'll tell you all about it. So join Pat Boyle, and Mark Shanowski. Mark Shanowski for GMC Sportsnet Central. That's tonight after postgame live only on Comcast Sportsnet, fans' best friend. We need 5 to tie. We got 12 outs to get them in. That's plenty of time. Garza's thrown 75 pitches. So, Beckham, Dunn, Canerco, Rios, AJ. Let's just peck away. Good pitch. He's done a good job of pitching inside on all our hitters tonight.
Garza's made 12 previous starts. He had thrown 71 in the third innings. So that was just under 6 innings per start. And the Cub bullpen has been less than overwhelming, so if we can get him out of there, there's a decent shot.
That's inside, but he just muscles it through for the base hit, the leadoff single.
Fourth hit of the night against Garza. Nissan pitch tracks. That ball is in off the plate, but Gordon's able to keep it out of the kitchen, get the nice part of the bat on it, and lead us off here in the 6th. Pretty good fashion.
So here's Adam. He's 0 for 2, a couple of strikeouts. One called and one swinging. Takes a curveball strike. He did not like that call.
Having a word with Dan Iasonia. His son pitch tracks. By the time it got to Soto, it was out of the zone. Iasonia thought overhand curveball was high enough.
1-1 to count. Talking with Stan Kasten yesterday, who's the president of the Dodgers, and said, Hawk, I hope you know you got one of my all-time favorite guys on your club. I said, who's that, Stan? He said, Adam Dunn. I said, I love that guy. He said, he is something.
Had a couple of great years for him in Washington. And plus, wherever he's gone, and he's been with Cincinnati, he's been with the Diamondbacks, he's been with the Nationals, and now with our club, he has been a clubhouse favorite among all of his teammates wherever he's gone.
He's been one of the greatest guys I've ever seen in the clubhouse. And even last year, with that horrible slump that he was in, for all of the season. I tell you, I couldn't have handled it. No way, shape, fashion, form.
I don't think there's too many people who could, and yet he came in every day. He did and worked as hard as he possibly could. It just, regardless of what he did, it didn't work. It was one of those years. But when asked to handle that type of adversity, that's tough.
So 1 out.
Takes a called third, and this one could have easily been down. I'll go for the strike one call. That one was off the plate. And Robin, none too happy with that. Either, of course, is Adam Duck. You get one of those, you just really can't get both. It takes the bat well away from Duck.
So here's Paulie. Paulie has lined hard to center, and he has grounded out to second. They got the shift on for him.
Well, they're pretty much encouraging him. If he wants, they'll give him the base hit to keep him in the ballpark. What they don't want him to do is get out in front of one and hit it out of the park. Plus, if he gets it up in the wind, that shift's not going to help too much.
That ball hit high. Stretch. DeJesus back, looks up. You can put it on the board. Yes. A line shot. 2-run homer off the top of the fence. And it's a 6-3 ball game. Mercy.
13 and 38 on the power numbers. And Paulie indeed got it up in the wind. DeJesus ran out of room at the 400 mark. And that is the 6th home run combined between these two teams.
Now, as we talked about up front, the wind is going to be a factor in this game.
Lively ballpark when it's this warm and this windy.
Don't stop now, boys, as here is Alex. Alex 0 for 2. He's due. That ball hit off the end of the bat into left field. Campana broke back. So 2 out.
Here's our 4th home run replay. That one right on the outer third of the plate. Paulie just reaches out, doesn't try to pull it, and gets it just over the glove of David DeJesus. Well, he didn't miss that by much, but enough.
So here's AJ. AJ is 1 for 2. And here's what he did last inning. A short, quick swing, keeps the bat in front of his chest. When he does that, he is awesome. When he gets that big swing going, he is awful. Watch out, Matt. That bat almost hit him, but we come up with a pair. We'll go to the 7th, trailing by 3. 6:15 as they take on the Brewers. First 20,000 fans receive a White Sox magnetic photo frame presented by U.S. Cellular. So stick around after the game for post-game fireworks as well. Purchase your tickets by visiting whitesox.com or calling 866-SOX-GAME.
We came into this game with 82 home runs. We now have 84. The Cubs came in with a grand total of 50 home runs. They now have 54. So they're not a powerful team, but they've shown some power tonight.
A lot of teams going to show power tonight with this win. And of course, with those 2 home runs by our Sox, the Alex Snellius family will donate $100 to White Sox charities for every Sox homer hit throughout the course season. So that's $8,400 donated by Alex Snellius in loving memory of Ursula. And how about this for a side note? R.A. Dickey has just thrown his second consecutive one-hitter. He is now 11-1 as he shuts out Baltimore. He's allowed 0 earned runs in his last 42 2/3 innings.
I saw some of the highlights of the knuckleball he's thrown this year, and I don't know how it works from one year to the next with a knuckleballer, but this year the knuckleball is just special. It's completely unhittable, and he throws it for strikes.
Well, you never saw Phil Niekro with Knucksy before he came up with a knuckleball. I did when he was young.
I saw him with the knuckleball.
And he was, before he got to the knuckleball, he was absolute sweet meat. He was little sinker, slider, curveball. Then he came up with that knuckleball. Now he's in Cooperstown.
He pitched till he was 100. And that got him. Not the man you want to hit.
De Jesus.
First pitch he threw inside. Jesus gets hit off the hand.
Well, guys are just not acclimated for pitchers pitching inside.
No, because they're all diving, and many of them hit themselves.
That's the whole key. More than half the time you see a pitcher's hit batsman, if he's got 8 or 10, probably 7 or 6 of those guys hit themselves. No more of the pitcher will take the outside part, you take the inside part. Those days are gone. Never to return. Two consecutive one-hitters.
And they disputed the first one because it was a bare hand play in the first inning. They want it reversed. Apparently it hasn't been.
No, they didn't. They allowed it.
Yeah, usually in the first inning you're probably going to get the benefit of that call, especially on a bare hand play. Then he gave up an unearned run in his last inning of work in that ball game. And that's the only run he's given up in 42 plus.
Castro is 2 for 3 with a 2-run homer. Well, first inning versus the 8th or 9th inning does mean a lot in judgment calls like that. Remember the game we played in Baltimore, Blue Moon Odom was pitching, Sal Banda was at third base, and it was either 1 or 2 out in the bottom of the 9th inning, and Moon had a no-hitter going. And I think it was Brooks. He hit a ground ball to Sal Bando. It was an easy play. He booted it. And Phil, somebody, the writer there in Baltimore, gave him a base hit. And then came into our clubhouse after the game, which he didn't stay there very long. Fouls that down.
Bowman trying to throw a ground ball. Trying to induce Castro to ground into just his 7th double play of the year.
Back in those days, no-hitters were really profitable for guys because, as I said, the minimum salary was $6,000. The normal rules, you pitch a no-hitter, you get $2,000. So you get a third of your salary for pitching a no-hitter if you were making the minimum. Line drive just off the glove. So the hit by pitch, the base hit, and we're in trouble.
3rd hit tonight by Castro. And this young man has become a hitting machine. He's got 84 of them this year in not quite 67 games.
No activity. And our pin is here is Laher, who is 2 for 3. Hard single to left. 2-run homer. And then he went out hard on a line drive to left field. Coop comes out. And as he does, a reminder that you can stop by Bacardi at the Park at US Cellular Field at the Gate 5 Plaza. Bacardi at the Park offers a full menu from Gibson's Restaurant Group and opens at 11 a.m. before all home games. It's a great place to hang out and watch the action on over 70 high-definition TVs. Two on, nobody out. Now there's some action. Hard throwing right-hander Nate Jones. Breaking ball strike.
Here's a look at Nate, who's been a pretty busy man lately. Appeared in 2 of the 3 games in LA, although not yesterday's game.
One and 2 the count.
Good slider, low and away. Has the hair well out in front of it.
They're 29 years old. Last year at Iowa, hit .331, 38 homers, and drove in 109.
He battled a long time to get here. And Theo Epstein told him in spring training, "You're my first baseman."
He gone. Big out. 1 down.
After seeing a couple of sliders, he just froze them on the fastball. Menard's pitch tracks will show you it had the outer portion of the outside corner.
And here comes Robin. Van Iasonia following Robin out to the mound to get him to make the call to the pen. Now he wants to initiate a conversation.
Jones as he comes into this one. Jones at 3-0, ERA 2.14 out for the 27th time. He inherits Cubs at first and second. Only one out here in the top of the seventh.
.440 home run last time up. The second tier of Ivy. There's a breaking ball and 0-1 to count. Outfield straight up, spread out. Could not check it up. And a count 0-2.
The Cubs are certainly hoping that Alfonso Soriano shows enough to draw any type of interest, perhaps for an American League team as a designated hitter. Of course, it will cost him a few bucks to eat part of that contract.
That one at 99, just off the outside corner.
Throw the fastball, keep it up. One good hard slider ends the at bat.
Another one at 99. Steve Clevenger on deck. And there's a base hit. It's going to score one, set up another one. And it's a 7-3 Cub lead. So that hit by pitch comes around and scores.
Menard's pitch tracks, and that's where Soriano loves it. He loves it down, can't handle it up. Even at 99, that low fastball was taken right back through the middle. His second run batted in tonight. 43rd of the year.
Well, a lot of pitchers, we discussed the other day, just don't know the difference in a 100-mile-an-hour fastball thigh high versus a 100-mile-an-hour fastball just above the belt. They don't understand it because they never hit. It's a lot easier to hit a 100-mile-an-hour fastball from the thigh down to the knee than it is from the belt up to the letters. You got to fight gravity a little bit to get that 100-mile-an-hour fastball up high. You don't have to fight it. Gravity helps you with that 100-mile-an-hour down low. One out, runners at the corners. And it's 8-3. Change up.
First hit of the night for Clevenger, his 9th run driven in. And it's turning into a disastrous 7th. That changeup out away. And Clevenger seemed to see it all the way and drove it into right field.
Well, leadoff walks or guys getting hit leading off have a tendency to do some damage. So here's Darwin Barney. He's 0 for 3. Nice stop by Hudson right there on a bad throw by A.J.
Will goes a very wild pitch. A.J. had a shot. Soriano does not run very well. And I don't think he was anticipating this ball would get back to A.J. as quickly as it did. Good play by Hudson, keeping that ball out of left field and potentially 2 more runs scoring.
Now the infield in. And there's a base hit by Barney. And it's 9-3. That little guy is just a tough cookie.
I'm not sure what their plans are for him, but there probably are a few teams that would like to play him every day at shortstop, because he's a good one at shortstop.
He's a good player.
Yes, he is.
Darwin Barney is a good player. Nothing slouchy about him. As his Valbuena, he's 2 for 3. And that ball's killed. It is 12-3. Valbuena just is always hurt us.
Three hits for him tonight. 3 hits for Castro. And that's the 5th Cub home run. He came in with 50, and they've got a 5-bagger and a Ford home run replay. First ball fastball, no doubt home run.
6 runs so far. We just one out here in the top of the 7th. Soto, he's 1 for 3. He homered last inning.
Hector Santiago listening in the pen.
This is a butt kicking right here.
Finley's turned into that 12-14 and 0 versus 3-5 and 0.
There's a strike, and the count's 3-1. And there is another hit.
It's 5 in a row, 5 base hits in a row. And Gordon Beckham just might have hurt himself on the dive. It's like he's trying to stretch out that left hand. That ball away. That'll be the last pitch that Nate is going to throw.
Well, you mentioned it when he came on. He's been a busy guy lately.
Yes, he has. Rolls underneath him, and he is hurt.
Nate will depart, and we'll be back.
Santiago. In a nightmarish 7th, Santiago comes out for the 23rd time, a 1-1 record, 4.63 ERA. He inherits Soto at first base. There's still only one out here in the 7th, and 6 have crossed the plate.
12-15-0 for their guys, 3-5-0 for our guys. Campana in the left field. 2 down. So here's the guy that started this inning off getting hit by a pitch, David DeJesus.
He is also the only member of this starting 9 that does not have at least 1 hit.
$33,215. One to count. Cleveland leading Cincinnati 10-9, top of the 9th. 1 on and 2 out.
And Chris Perez, who's had just a remarkable season, coming on to try to nail it down. Go Dusties.
And the 0-2 count to Ryan Ludwig. Breaking ball outside. 2-2. Breaking ball hitting. So for the second time this inning.
I'm not sure I've seen that happen too much. 2 times in the same inning. I mean, it's unfortunate to get hit twice in a game, let alone twice in an inning. Tried to throw a curveball. That one caught him on a good spot, as far as he's concerned. No elbow involved.
So that'll bring up Castro, 3 for 4, a couple of singles and a 2-run homer. He also has scored 3 times. Want to know the count. Cleveland has defeated Cincinnati 10-9. 9-14-0 for the Reds, 10-13-1 for the Indians. It appears the Indians will be a half game back of us.
Detroit will be 2.5 if this score holds up.
Well, you got to figure, as we talked about earlier, you got to figure Detroit is going to make some sort of a move. Get on some sort of a run.
Well, they got Fister back, and for them, that's a huge addition to their starting rotation. Pitched 1 time and thrown very well, just coming back off the DL.
A friend of mine told me the other day they were trying to get Carlos Quentin. Gets that one by him, so the count 1-2.
I get a feeling San Diego and Josh Burns would part with him. That's just a guess. That team's building for the future, and they want to trade. They want to trade their guys while they get some value.
Two on, 2 out, the 1-2 pitch. Good pitch. Hudson on the move, throws him out. And mercifully, that will retire the side. They put a 6th spot on the board, and we trail it big. All fans are invited to stay for a post-game fireworks display presented by Great Clips. And remember, Great Clips, it's got to be great.
Sean Camp comes into the game. Camp at 2-4, ERA 3.74 on for the 13th time. 33rd time, rather. We saw him as a member of the Toronto Blue Jays. Found a home in the Cub bullpen.
Viciedo, Alexei, and Hudson here in the bottom of the 7th inning. I'd say that's a little outside.
Menard pitch track shows it a little bit outside.
And that's the residual. When a guy calls one on you that far outside and they throw another one out there, you have a tendency to get after it.
Well, you have to.
That's brutal. That's brutal.
Good night for Alexei so far. He's hit the ball hard twice. Once on a carom off Garza's glove, and the other cleanly up the middle. That Garza went 6 innings, gave up the 3 runs on 5 hits, walked 1, fanned 6, and he's in line to win his 3rd of the year.
1-2 the count. Curveball softly down to Valbuena. 2 down. Hudson takes ball 1. Orlando has popped to short and struck out. In the hole, but Barney is there. That didn't take long. 1, 2, 3. We'll go to the 8th. Top of the 8th inning. 12-15-0 for the Cubs. 3-5-0 for our Sox. They scored 2 in the 3rd, 3 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th, and 6 in the 7th. We had a couple of home runs. Solo shot by AJ in the 5th. 2-run blast by Paulie in the 6th. First pitch, strike to Brian LaHare. 0-2 the count. LaHare, 2 for 4, a single and a 2-run homer. He got him on the board in the 3rd inning.
We're going to get LaHare out consistently. You've got to crowd it. But lefty to lefty, not too many are going to go in there.
He gone. 1 down. I was talking to Bob Brenly before the game, talking about him O'Hare, he said Aroldis Chapman tried to get him inside earlier in the season. He roped him down the right field corner for a double.
That's good because he
and Len Casper
to 130. I mean 103 rather.
Well, early in the season he was hot.
He got a pretty big fastball.
There they are. And Bobby did a terrific job. When you're 22 and 44, you're working your behind off.
You look for the little things.
You look for anything, right. Not the little thing. Anything.
But tonight, starting in the top of the third, it's been all Cubs. And they've done it the most unusual way for them, via the long ball.
5 of them, if you're just tuning in.
There's Dale Swain, first-year manager. Jamie Quirk to his right.
They've got some terrific guys on their coaching staff.
They do that.
Somebody's got to give them some talent.
They'll get that. Question is that surrounds the Cubs is how many will be gone by the trade deadline.
He gone. Good change. Well, Soriano now 2 for 5 with a homer. Well, Theo knew what he was getting into when he came over.
He knew a couple of things. He knew, one, his owner would show patience in him and his new administration, and two, when the time was right, they would spend the money. And they got a real good Cuban player. Soler outbid a lot of teams for him. He's not ready yet, but they liken him to Cespedes as far as that bat is concerned.
0-2 the count. Well, Diane Viciero, our guy, and Cespedes, Oakland's guy, 2 live as bats in the American League.
Again, it fits right with him as Carlos Gonzalez of Colorado. As he crushes the ball.
Former Oakland Athletic. Cargo West. Meanwhile, nice inning for Santiago. Look at the bottom of the 8th. We need a whole bunch to tie.
Replays, and it's the 5 home runs. Maher started it off. Then it was Castro. Then Soriano. Then Soto. Then Valbuena. And that's all there were. 5. The Illinois Lottery. Anything's possible.
Bottom of the 8th, top of the order. Diaza, Beckham, and Dunn to face Sean Kemp. First pitch strike. Alejandro is lined to center, grounded to short, and grounded to first. Tomorrow night, Jake Peavy against Travis Wood. So make your plans to be with us here at the ballpark. If you can't, the game will be over WGN. Then on Wednesday, Gavin Floyd against Undetermined for them. And that game will be over Comcast Sportsnet. Now, Dave Ross tells us Randy Wells will be on the bump.
Yeah, scratching Ryan Dempster necessitated Wells to start. There you look at tomorrow and Wednesday and the end of the season series between these two teams.
Gavin trying to get back on the winning track. Two and two. Pop up left side. Campana. And follow our Sox with the MLB.com @Bat12 app for your iPhone, iPad, Android, and Windows Mobile. Get live audio, pitch tracking, video highlights, and more. Text @Bat to 31826 or visit WhiteSox.com for details.
Eduardo Escobar is going to come on, and he's going to pinch hit for Gordon Beckham, so we hope that hand and wrist is okay. And apparently it is, because Gordon is getting a few innings off. Plays every day.
Escobar. Barney with a nice play.
It's really just the luck of the draw, and unfortunately the draw didn't come up our way because there's no left-handers starting in this series. Good solid play by Barney. And I say left-handers because left-handers against the Cubs, they are 3-15 when a left-hander starts against them. Completely different club than the one we're looking at tonight.
First pitch. 1-0. Fathom. Got the hat trick this evening. They got the shift on. Castro out there in right center. One and one to count. Oh, and 2 to count.
Brent Lillibridge is going to get his opportunity, assuming that Adam can keep it alive.
And there's a base hit. Just muscles it out there in the right field. So Brent hitting for Konerko, and here's what Paulie did back in the 6th.
At that point, he made it a 3-run deficit. That ball just barely making it over the head of DeJesus. But home run number 13.
And 37 and 38 RBIs.
That's what Lillibridge has done to this point.
That is Souvenir right on top of the dugout, then back into the crowd. Yeah, for guys who've been playing every day, a lot of times managers in a game like this, they'll just say last couple innings, hey, beat the traffic. And players appreciate that. Robin's been there and done it. One and one to count. Breaking ball strike. 1-2 the count with 2 down. Lillibridge hitting in 190. No homers, 2 RBIs. And that'll retire the side. We're into the 9th, trailing 12-3. Crosstown Cup action continues from the south side. Don't miss a minute of the action as our Sox and Cubs duke it out for bragging rights. Expanded coverage begins at 5 with Chicago Tribune live from the ballpark. The best coverage of the BP Crosstown Cup is on Comcast Sportsnet.
Jordan Danks takes over in right field.
And Darwin Barney takes ball 1.
Eduardo Escobar came out of pinch hit, stays at second base.
High pop up. Piazza makes the call.
Brent Lillibridge at first base. And Tyler Flowers takes over behind the plate.
Valbuena 3 for 4, a 3-run homer. Jake Peavy against Travis Wood tomorrow night. Make your plans to be here with us. Two and 0 the count. Bottom of the 8th in Houston. Astros leading Kansas City 9-2. Going to the count. And another souvenir.
Buena's had a very good night, and he's having a good at bat, battling Santiago.
Full count. Well, 15-0 for the Cubs, 6-0 for our Sox in the first of this 3-game set and the first of this 6-game homestand. High pop up. Escobar fighting that wind, stays with it. 2 down. And yesterday, Father's Day, baseball games across the country attracted 581,680 fans. That is the largest single-day attendance for 15 games since August 23rd, 2008. And around baseball, the parks averaged 38,779.
Pretty good numbers. Whew. Coming out to watch baseball. Take the dad out.
Well, to me, it's really more fun now for me than it's ever been. Now Soto, he's 2 for 4 with a homer. Except, of course, for playing it.
Well, that's a completely different situation that can never be repeated. It's a short period of your life. Once that's done, you move on. You can do other things. You come to the ballpark every day like you and I are privileged to do. Just can't wear a uniform unless you want to work for UPS or something.
Well, you know, it's the same thing as that we were talking about when Scottie Pippen was up here in the 3rd inning. It just seems not too long ago that I was introducing Scottie to our White Sox fan audience because the Bulls had just drafted him. And poof, his career is long, storied, gone. Comes back and it just seems like it was not too long ago. So it's a blink of an eyelash. He gone. That's 6 up, 6 down. In the last 2 innings, 7 up, 7 down for Santiago.
by Miller Lite. And here's our Miller moments, and it came in that Nightmarish 7th. Soriano continues a hit parade, as does Clevenger, as does Barney. And unfortunately, Valbuena comes up, pretty much seals the deal with a 3-run homer. Soto was also to come on with a base hit that followed. 6 runs, 6 hits. And unfortunately, that's our Miller moments, and they're not too good. Manny Corpus comes on, the ERA 1.29, on for the 6th time. He was a late arrival to this bullpen that was trying to find the answers down there. And Corpus at one point was a closer with the Colorado Rockies. He had some arm problems, battled back, and here he is back in the major leagues.
Jordan Danks will lead it off, making his first plate appearance. Alex was 0 for 3 tonight. Rios has really been playing some great baseball, swinging that bat defensively the whole 9 yards. Gets a couple innings off, which is a welcome relief as that pitch down and in. Tyler on deck. That's high, and that wind has got it, taking it. Wow, look at that wind take that ball out of here.
It's been like that all night. And unfortunately, we have the more powerful of the two clubs, but just didn't show it. The Cubs did.
But Garza made some good pitches out there.
Well, Garza's a terrific pitcher.
He made some good pitches.
If he's got his
stuff, yeah, if he's got his stuff, you got your hands full with that kid. That's foul back. He's one of those guys that he determines his own fate. Because if he's got his good stuff, his good control, you're probably going to get beat. If he doesn't have, which that's a lot, then you get him.
Speaking of getting him, there are a lot of teams out there that would love to have him.
And why not? Why not? 1 out. Here comes Flowers. Tyler making his first plate appearance. Drops down a little bit. Castro right over the top. Quickly, 2 out. Well, if there's one bright spot for us tonight, it was Hector Santiago. Hector retiring everybody he saw. 2 1/3. And here's Tank. Tank's 0 for 2 with a walk. One and one to count. And we're down to our last bullet. 1 and 2, 2 out. And this ball game is over. So for the first time in 4 games in this BP Crosstown Classic, the Cubs get on the board, and they get on the board in a big way, winning it 12-3. 5 home runs. Not too many bright spots. AJ with a homer, Paulie with a homer. But tomorrow, Jake Peavy on the bump.
All things considered, you just put this one in the rearview mirror, come back tomorrow behind one of your aces, and take the measure of the Cubs. Tonight was all Cubs.
Yeah. All right, our GMC players of the game are the shortstop Starling Castro and the right fielder tonight, Brian LaHare. There you see, 3 for 5, 2 for 5. Our GMC players in the game. So for my partner Steve Stone, our director Jim Angier, our producer Mike Leary, our associate producer Dave Ross.